Hi everyone, Samuel Nua here. Quick video to share you some of my lessons over the past year. We've been growing a lot, like we've been doing good, and I think end like Q3, Q4, Q3 we were at around let's say 700K or so, but over the year we have been growing from doing 300 to 400K to steadily over 1 million plus every month. So for this year we are expecting to do at minimum 15 million minimum, especially once Q3 and Q4 come up. But we started the year off very good. We almost did 1.5 million in January. So that is strong. But I want to share the game changes which I learned, because I think there are many people stuck at 10K a day, so 300K a month. And I know what changed for me. I want to share it with you. There are some very practical tips. So yeah, 4 things. First one, dedicated COO. My brother Ruben Onua, he's the COO of the company, and it's very important to have someone look over the brand as a whole, the operation side. So making sure things get done, making sure the team does what needs to get done, and really driving the day-to-day operations. Very important. So one of the things we have really done, like I'm not involved with the day-to-day. I work on Icon for 1 to 2 hours a week, maybe less. Like, why? Because I'm focused on growth and decision making and having a bird's eye view. So what's important? Solid team structure. It's mandatory. It's really mandatory. Like, if you have too much friction in your team, if you don't have a solid foundation, your business will collapse when you try to scale. Like, you will have too many issues. So we have very good managers, very good store managers. We have very good customer service managers, because it's the backbone. If your customer service isn't good, if you get too many disputes, like, you cannot scale. Like, we have no holds, we have no disputes, no nothing. It's all very steady because everyone is dedicated, and we keep people accountable, but we also pay people very well, very well. So anyway, hire slow, fire fast. It's very important. One of the mistakes I made is being a bit too naive and trusting too many people on their words and on their promises. But at the end of the day, only results count. So one of the major mindset shifts I made is, if people aren't delivering, if people aren't proving themselves that they are good, they are out. Because I bring so much opportunity to the table for people. Like, fast growing company, I have a good network. I have people making over 10K in profit every month. Like, and they maybe started out at like 2K a month. So I know I can give people very good opportunities. So people must respect that and show how bad they want it. So they must prove. So when I hire people, first of all, I ask them what they can deliver, what do they bring to the table, and then the first week working together, I always give a period to really get a feel for each other, but also for them to prove to me that they are good. So one of the other mistakes I did not yet mention is, especially here in the Netherlands, you don't want to hire people too quick when it comes to having people on payroll. Because here you pay a lot of taxes, and of course you have these legally binding contracts, so you cannot really fire people if they don't add up. If they call in sick, you have to repay them or keep paying them. So that's why I really like freelancers, and at the moment you have some very good freelancers on the likes of Upwork. Next one, supply chain. Focus on bestsellers is what made a huge change for us, because one of the mistakes we had was that we went too broad. So that's also what I listed here in terms of the amounts of products we offer. And it's very important to stick with what works and stick with the basics, especially in the fashion industry. Fashion industry can be complicated because, for example, we we offer 100 products, 100 products in 6 sizes. 100 times 6 is 600, 600 SKUs. Now, go ahead and buy bulk inventory. Can be you can be off very quickly. That you buy too much of a certain product, which doesn't move, or you buy not enough of a product which does move. So that's one of the things I really had to figure out, but I figured it out, and it's focusing on the bestsellers, 80-20 principle. So 80% of the revenue comes from 20% of the product. So we focus on having always the 20% of bestsellers in stock and forecasting the growth. You really want to forecast growth because you want to know where you are going and prepare to where you are to where you want to go. Most people don't do that. They shoot blind. They don't think ahead. Like, you must know what your 5 next moves are and how you want to get there. That's why I always suggest to think big. You are not gonna do 7 or 8 figures a month by thinking small. You must think big, and with thinking big comes big action, big responsibility, and also setting it up in ways to succeed. Setting it up in ways to succeed. So forecasting, for example. Making an offer they can't refuse. This one is very important. So if you, for example, right now, you're getting very good clicks on your ads. So people are interested in your products, but you aren't converting the way you want. It's because of this. So you must give good, have a good offer, so good pricing, good discount, and have a landing page which is CRO optimized. Because if you have these two, people will buy, guaranteed. If you have these two, people will buy. There's no other option. So make sure people trust your website. Make sure you show what your service is. Make sure you show why they must buy the products or unique selling points, and make sure that a kid can see in one overview why they must buy. Like, don't make your website too complicated. People are on their phones all day, and make it easy for them. Like, one of my good friends from inside my network, we were chatting, and we were talking about people must be able to buy on your website even when they are drunk. Like, some of you people, you make your website too complicated, man. And also your offer, like, people want to click on your ad because they're interested in the product and instantly see why they must buy the product very easily. But what do? You come with such a large amount of text, nothing highlighted, nothing bold, so they cannot see it in one instant what it will does for them, what the benefits are. Then people, they will just simply jump off your website and get back to what they were doing initially. So good discounts and CRO optimization is what made a huge game changer for us over the past year. And then the final one, maybe one of the most important, is being committed and keep momentum. Like, if you are committed and you keep momentum when things are doing good, so you are doing good numbers, but you still keep hitting the gas pedal, you still try to do better, man, you cannot be stopped. I cannot be stopped, man. I cannot, because a lot of people in my position would get comfortable right now. I'm not comfortable. I'm uncomfortable as fuck every day because I'm not even close to. I'm just getting started to where I'm headed. So always have a bird's eye view of the company when you are the CEO. You are the decision maker. So don't be the one wearing all the hats when it comes to really going at scale. So I'm talking, like, just to be clear, I'm talking to the people who are stuck at around this area, because if you are a beginner, of course you have to wear all the hats, man. You have to grind, you have to hustle. But what I mean is for the people who are doing good and want to elevate themselves to a new level. But if you are still in this hustle mode, doing everything yourself. You are the one, for example, responsible that things get done all the time. It's not what you want, man. I'm out of my business. I'm out of it. I'm only looking like this. So that's what's important. Know your numbers. I cannot stand how many people are, for example, doing six figures a month, maybe 100, 200K, and they don't even know their numbers. They don't know the profits. You know, I know what will happen. They will hit a huge loss. Like, what will happen is, what the fuck is happening with my cash flow? What's happening? And then they find out, oh, I wasn't calculating this properly, or oh, I didn't foresee that this bill was coming, or whatever. Final one, daily learning to grow as a CEO. You are the decision maker. If you focus on developing your mind, because that's your number one muscle when it comes to making decisions, you'll be very powerful. There are many books written by CEOs and by billionaires, how they handle certain situations, how they overcome certain obstacles, what you must do if this happens. That's why I know for a big part at the stage I'm at right now, which decisions to make. I'm not stressing out about nothing because I know it won't matter. Like, you can give me any problem right now. You can give me any fucking problem. I'm not stressed because I know I can overcome anything. And that is, for the most part, I'm thankful because it's because I'm learning daily, So these are the four game changers. Let me know if you have questions. Let's fucking crush it, man. Think bigger, man. Think bigger than what you already think is big. Especially, I think most people right now, you are living in Europe. Like, what society is putting upon us, man, is fucking crazy. Like, they want you to stay small. Fuck that shit, man. Like, I'm from the Netherlands, from Amsterdam. Man, I do only 1 million a month. People think it's crazy. It's nothing, man. If I go to the US, people will laugh at me because this is nothing. So that's how I think. Think bigger, man. Let's fucking crush it. I'm proud of you guys. See you soon.